What's up guys, NepentheZ here, and welcome back to another episode of the Meta RTG, where today we're going to complete two huge SBCs and try and improve our club a little bit through picks and packs, including the 1 of 5 winners, shapeshifters, or footies team 1 pack that needs 88 rated cards. We need, I think it's 7 of them altogether. Now, my duplicate storage, guys, is completely empty. My club for 83s and above is effectively empty. And that happened because I started doing this thing with the exchange packs where 84s and below I just discarded. I won't do it all the time, but it really allowed me to open like a whole bunch of packs, pack a load of fodder to complete the SBCs without constantly having to redo the player picks, and without constantly having to get my duplicate storage completely full up. And so it just felt nice to be able to kind of like have that freedom of just ripping packs. And then once I kind of got to a point where I'd done that cycle like 2 or 3 times, what do we got here? Oh, Lineker. Then I'll go and put all of the low rated stuff back into picks, build the bank back up again, and go from there again. I think it's a really good way to kind of like stop yourself from constantly getting the SBC ban, constantly having duplicate storage full up, and still being able to rip some packs. I am going to need a little bit more than that. I need some 88 specifically, guys, so hopefully we can get a little something right here. What do we got? 89 Taylor, never mind, and 92 Beasley. So these picks have been very bad, and I was thinking about this, like, just typically speaking as well, because I've opened a lot of items. There's another 88. We needed that. I've opened a lot of packs, a lot of picks, a lot of exchanges, a lot of rewards and all sorts. It's mad how I haven't yet picked up an elite footies, but today we're going to build a 4-1-4-1. It was something that was suggested to me as a formation that would be good for me. But yeah, we're going to build the 4-1-4-1. We're going to play with players that I think I would like, not players that I think will be meta. And we're going to really focus on our style of play. EA, come on, man. I can't be having these combo packs be this bad. Worst case scenario, I need some 88s, please. This has that might have been Endler as well, actually. This has every chance. Okay, it was Hansen, Pavard. Damn, I'm getting no 88s, but what I am getting is more fodder for more exchange packs, which is obviously very Trebion. As you can see, my pack balance is very healthy again, which is great. And we do love this side of footies, you know. Damn, well, there's a 90 exchange out of that, but I really need some 88s because that SBC that they released today, stupidly, isn't 7 88s or higher. It is 7 exactly 88 rated cards. Now, of course, when I don't need 88s, they come in spades. When I do need 88s, we're struggling to get any. I think we've got 3 so far from all of these picks and packs that we've done. We need 4 more. We need 4 more. We are not getting any at the moment. So we'll carry on here with a little bit more of the combo upgrades. 2 more of these to go. Nothing in here. Oh, there's another 88. Oh, I might have already had an 88 Ruben D, so I've got 4, so I need 3 more 88s. Once we get those, we'll be able to go ahead and do that that pick because it's quite nice. We're going to get ourselves an icon here, or whatever it is, a footies card. Hey, there's another 88. That's 5, so I need 2 more. Let me grind through these packs. You'll see if there's anything of value. Otherwise, there's no point me showing you these packs. Right, I have the 88s now, guys. So, as I said, there's no point me showing you some of those packs if they're going to be bad. They were dead packs. Wow, I had a few. One of my 83 by 20s had a few 84s and the rest 83s. We're now up to 99 in duplicate storage. But we now have enough fodder to complete that player pick and to complete those SBCs once we're finished. So this is what it is, guys. The 1 of 5 road to the final winners team. We need 788 overall rated players. Fortunately, we're gonna have enough now. Even before I had loads more. I didn't. Look at that. It was on the nose there. It was on the nose. And then we need an 86 rated squad, which will build an 83 rated squad into. I've got so many tradable packs to open as well now, which isn't going to be massive, but probably generate us about 100,000 coins. We need a team of the week or a team of the season. So we're going to do an 83 rated squad. And then I did pack a couple of team of the seasons. I don't think any... Oh, there you go. We did even get a duplicate team of the season. Oh, he must have been at the back of one of the packs that I stored. Nice. We hit a 97 Cliver, which is quite good. Which is quite good. I did not see him. Wait, maybe we got some more icons as well that I didn't see. No, we didn't. We didn't. That's too bad. Right, let's pop him in there. Oh, damn. Let's go and get that Trent Alexander-Arnold card then. That should be enough over Schwab. There we go. And this is going to give us the 1 of 5 footies, shapeshifters, or winners pack. Give us a beast, EA. I've got Harry Kane on my main account. Can we get something of value, something of note? We get 95 Williams first. We get 96 Diani second. We get 94 Valenti as our third option. 95 Sheridan. And last but not least, 95 Wesley Schneider. Since footies has begun, guys, my pack luck has not been it. Now then, as you can see here, we need one more squad for Maicon, one more squad for Bruno Fernandes. That is the squad for Maicon done. I'm hoping that I get the enjoyment out of him that I got from him on my other account. I do think he is a beast of a card. I think he's very, very good. I think it gives us great opportunity to improve our back line massively, which of course, as we know, is much needed. And this is the squad with that new Diani that we picked up that we don't care about, completed to get that Bruno Fernandes. So 2 huge SBCs done, guys. Yeah, it's a little time consuming. You know, it's not the most exciting thing in the world, the way we grind through these packs, the way we grind through these SBCs and stuff, but it gets the job done. I do think as well, I think I'm done with buying players. Somebody said to me earlier on in the stream that there's a really good store pack in store right now for like 450k. 400k? Or is it the 475 one? Oh, 450k. No, I don't like that one. Guaranteed 1 encore or higher. No, not interested in that. 11 heroes or icons, not interested in that. Footies batch 1, not interested in that. 93 plus, not interested in that. Is there a guaranteed footies pack that was here? Ready, set, shift. Footies batch 1 prism pack. Includes 8 encore player items from batch 1 re-released. All items untradeable. Oh, I'm not touching that. 1 guaranteed footies week 1 player, including heroes and icons, and 15 84s above with 1 guarantee. Okay, that's not... I mean, that is a bad pack, but if ever we're going to spend coins on something, that one would be all right. Not interested in that. 10 rare golds. Oh, man. I know coins are easy to come by. Oh, duo guarantee back. Includes 2 guarantees for footies week 1, including heroes and icons, and 1087s or above. Listen, in for a penny, in for a pound, baby. Wait, we're starting with the team of the season? Interesting. Left wing is Yildiz. Oh, wait, it's not. Wait. Oh, it is Yildiz, isn't it? As the footies cards. Wait, why is a team of the season the secondary walkout? Does that mean I've got an icon? It's David De Gea. This might have been, I don't want to say a mistake because our coins are meaningless now in this stage of the game, but this might not have delivered what we wanted it to deliver, guys. Yeah, it really didn't. We got Dalglish, De Gea, some fodder, Yildiz, another Patrick Kluivert. Well, if there's another one, we'll do it. But maybe we should save our coins each week. We will do another one, but I think we'll open one per week of these when they come out to see if we can bolster our squad. Right, we're getting. Is that Jules Koundé? No, wait. Who is that? French right back from League One. I genuinely don't even... Oh, it's Jonathan Klaus 96 with Schwab as the... Come on, give us a big icon in here then. Nope, again, we get Thuram, Klaus, Hoodie 97. Somebody did suggest to put Cam on her and play her there, and she does look like she would be good as a Cam. Anyway, guys, that's enough of absolutely wasting our coins. Let's go and rebuild our team. Right, guys, as we go into the gameplay, it is just qualifiers for today, but here is the team on screen. We've got the brand new Maicon and Bruno Fernandes into the team. We've also got the Emmanuel Petit staying in the team. You might notice a few fresh faces, and especially in different positions with Kaka at striker, Mallard at left mid, and Berbatov at CDM. We will talk a lot more about the team and the tactics after we take a look at the gameplay, because I wasn't sure that this 4-1-4-1 was going to work out. I was really curious. Like, I was actually quite nervous going into qualifiers, thinking to myself, like, you know, new formation, new tactic. I didn't want to do it in Rivals because if I just ended up getting smashed whilst I was trying to learn something new, it just wouldn't be productive whatsoever. And so we went into into qualifiers. And one of the things I specifically focused on was not just passing for the sake of passing, but trying to pass the ball more regularly, quicker into open spaces. One of the things I actually noticed about myself as I played this game and have edited some of my videos over the last few weeks and stuff is that I will have an obvious passing lane on and I will take an age before I actually pass the ball. And I tried to think to myself, why? Why am I taking so long to make the pass? And I think it comes from trying to bait the player in. Like, you know, if somebody's kind of like in between me and the ball carrier, the pass option and the ball carrier, if somebody's kind of like not really marking that passing lane, but just there, I will just wait until they push towards me, and then I'll think to myself, okay, now that they're towards me, I've got more space with the ball carrier, with the open player, right? But what I actually realized is, and a pass like that is a prime example, before I move to this formation there, I would have got that ball with Mallard and tried to actually drive up the field with the ball rather than passing it. You can't run as fast as you can pass the ball, right? And so what I tried to do, and there's another perfect example where I would have actually tried to drive with the ball with Mallard. Instead, this time I passed it. And so, yeah, I really focused on passing the ball as much as I could when it made sense. If there wasn't an obvious pass, what I then tried to do was kind of like speed boost into some space, or at least walk the ball into some space and try and really work an opportunity to actually be able to pass the ball. But, of course, we spent most of the game passing. And so we ended up getting over 220 passes in that first game. That guy didn't quit, but for the rest of qualifiers, it was just rage quit central. We've got Kaka here turning around with a speed boost. And do you know how many times I've said to you guys, I never get the opportunity to do that, yet it always happens against me. And I finally figured out why. It takes me so long usually to get the ball up the field because I end up driving with the ball rather than passing the ball, that my opponent's team and defensive line specifically have had time to drop back. The DMs have had time to drop back, which means that space in behind, like what we're getting here with Bruno Fernandes right now, isn't usually there. Yet when I play against people, they very much open that space up by passing very quickly to the front line and then having the ability to turn in behind. And you can see here again, guys, I'm absolutely destroying people with passes. I didn't feel like, or didn't think that I did a lot of like meta overpowered stuff until I watched these games and these clips back. And I actually realized I was doing the meta stuff, the quote unquote meta stuff, the kind of like really overpowered speed boosts, and I score one goal with like a chip through ball. I was doing those sort of things really consistently and really regularly without even paying attention to the fact that I was doing them, almost as like a natural thing rather than something else. So yeah, when I talk about maybe after these clips not using meta tactics, I really didn't feel like I did. And I scored a lot of passing goals like we just scored there with Kaka, where it's like 1-2 through the line and a pass into space. And it was nice, I think, playing with one striker. And, you know, one of the formations I had the most success with was the 4-2-3-1 wide, which had one striker, a cam, and two wide mids. Obviously, with this formation, you've got flat four with a DM and one striker. I was concerned, and again, this is why I specifically felt like and kind of wanted to speak on the fact that I was a bit concerned that we might end up like embarrassing ourselves and having a tough time during the gameplay, even in qualifiers. Because don't get me wrong, I've gone like 3-2 in qualifiers sometimes. It's been really tough on some games. But I was really concerned that I would just embarrass myself. So I didn't want to do it on Rivals, and I kind of wanted to learn it. What a pack that is, by the way. Yeah, I was really impressed with the fact that even though I only had one striker and no other like attacking players, let's say, you know, we didn't have cams, we didn't have wingers, we just had one striker. It was unreal how much easier that made it to score goals. The positions that Kaka took up was brilliant. And I tweeted about this last night because I was actually like, I was like really just like impressed with how the team was playing. And again, I get it, right? It's qualifiers. It's nothing special. People go 5-0 in qualifiers that struggle to get like 8 or 9 wins in champs. It's not like the end. It's not like such an amazing feat that it's worth shouting from the rooftops from. But not only did I manage to go 5-0 in qualifiers, I just felt like I was playing brilliant football. And it's been the first time that that's happened in such a long time. And one of the things when I tweeted about it that came up was somebody had said to me that having tiki-taka is a must-have right now because of the way the players position themselves to both receive passes and after they've passed the ball. And I thought, I don't necessarily believe that, but I also don't disbelieve that because I had never found it easier to just typically find passes, even when I'm not kind of like using tiki-taka, because obviously like tiki is about the speed of passes, the first touch passes, like just ping, 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 ping up the field. But even when I just had possession of the ball, players seemed to make better runs into better positions. But I also wonder if that is because we've got an extra midfielder rather than an attacking midfielder and 2 extra wide midfielders rather than wingers. I wonder if just literally having extra players in the midfield is the thing that really helped us. So we move on to the next game here, guys. Don't get me wrong, like these guys have got amazing teams that we're coming up against, and it wasn't easy per se in terms of like what we were doing. I had to focus, and that's a lovely ball through there to Kaka for a lovely goal. But it was just really nice. And when we came up against this guy, he scored to make it 1-1 after 10 minutes, and I thought we're in for a game here. I managed to score this like chip through ball. It was the first time I'd used that, even though the opportunity was there quite regularly. And it was Bruno Fernandes again bagging a goal. And then to my surprise, in the 64th, 65th minute, and I had been dominating the game and just wasn't taking my chances properly. But to my surprise, in that 64th, 65th minute, he just quit. And I guess he just didn't care to like sweat the rest of the game out. And so we ended up getting the 2-1 win there. We got a 7-3 win or an 8-3 win in game 1, where the guy didn't quit, and he probably should have done because he was getting absolutely smashed. But then we got 4 rage quits in a row, all the way through to getting 5 out of 5. It's going to be a tough test now to see whether or not we can take this good form into into rivals to try and push ourselves up to that elite division. But even more importantly, can we take this good form into champs and crack 11 wins again and start building from there? Only one way to find out. Let's go and take a look at the team, why we built it, what it's got positive about it, and how the tactics work. Right, guys, as you've seen the gameplay there, I wasn't sure what I was going to do, right? So I didn't want to kind of like give a breakdown of the team that I was using, the tactics and stuff, before I knew if I enjoyed the way that this played and before I knew if it, generally speaking, was going to be fun. And I think it's very fair to note that playoffs aren't always the greatest example of quality players. Sometimes you get some sweat, sometimes it's real hard, but I haven't gone 5-0 in playoffs more than like 6 or 7 times this whole game cycle. But it wasn't necessarily about who I was playing against and how good the gameplay felt, or rather how good the opponents were and me getting 5-0. It was more about how good the team felt and how good the tactics felt. And so building this 4-1-4-1, I really loved it. And I want to explain why a little bit. And of course, one of the things that I focused on when building this team was putting players in that made sense to me. And so to start with the player selection, guys, I went with Alisson in goal. He's just the best goalkeeper we've got. I went for the brand new Maicon at right back. 5-star, 6 foot tall. Right back, left back, right mid. I've got the Anchor Chem style on him. Brilliant card. You can see there 6 games we've got on him. 6 games? Oh, I just played a squad battles game. That's why. Yeah, like this card's good. It's very good. I went for this Milinkovic-Savic at centre-back. Even though somebody in the comment section from a video yesterday or the day before said that the Evos that I put him through didn't really give him much as far as a defender, especially when you've got a shadow, because he already had those maxed out defensive stats and didn't really gain much. You might be right, but I think actually even giving him an engine chem style could also be really awesome because of how good his defensive stats are. That'll probably give him like more stats in more areas. But this card's really, really good because obviously he's got all 6 defensive play styles, ping pass and incisive pass, power header, relentless, rapid, and aerial plus. And I stayed with this Mickey van der Ven in at centre-back because he's unreal. I do think Van Dijk will replace Milinkovic-Savic eventually, but Van der Ven, I don't know how he's going to come out of the team. He's just unbelievable. And then I put this Emmanuel Petit at left back because even though he doesn't have the perfect play styles, there's a lot I like about him. 6'1", controlled lengthy, 5-star, 5-star. He's got insane shooting from range if we do want to hit some Travellas. He's got literally perfect passing. He's got insane dribbling. And then with the anchor, near max pace, near max defending, and basically maximum physicality. And then he does have anticipate and intercept plus. And then he does have tech plus and incisive plus. And the way that I wanted to build this team, as you saw with the gameplay, was more about the passing and moving and less about the abuse of gameplay mechanics. That's not to say that I didn't score the odd speed boost goal here. I think we scored 1 Travella, perhaps. I don't think it was more than 1. But this was like, I looked at this and I thought, no, if I want to pass the ball a lot and play a possession-based game and work my way through people's teams, having these play styles is actually going to be really, really handy. So Petit went in at left back. I decided to put Berbatov at CDM for 2 reasons. Number one, because this guy in my chat had said to me that 4-1-4-1 with tiki-taka everywhere should be good. Berbatov's got tiki-taka plus alongside incisive, pinged, and long ball. Who cares that he doesn't have whip pass? And then he has all 5 prominent defensive play styles. Doesn't have slide tackle with jockey and anticipate plus. Also has first touch plus, quick step, and aerial. And I thought, do you know what? I've been recommended about 4 or 5 times to try him at CDM instead of centre-back, and I always just didn't. He was genuinely unreal at CDM, and we'll get into the tactical side of things in a moment. But with the Shadow Chem style, he's max pace, max defending, near max physical, good passing and dribbling, and brilliant play styles. So Berbatov is very good. We went for Cruyff at right mid because he has tiki-taka plus. I got everybody in here with tiki-takas and tiki-taka pluses. And again, it wasn't about the speed boost. It wasn't even about the Travella. Like, yes, he has it as an option, and that's great, but it's more about just the stats. Incisive pass plus, tiki-taka plus, absolutely beautiful. We've got the brand new Bruno Fernandes in there because he's got tiki-taka as well as quick step, technical, long ball, and low driven. And I'll tell you what, he was good. Like, he didn't get any goals or assists in the game that I played for squad battles because I adjusted Ronaldo and Calafiori for 10 goals and 10 assists for 99 rated players, which means the 5 games that we played in qualifiers, Bruno Fernandes got 7 goals and 5 assists, which is crazy. And then Butragueño in here as well because he has got tiki-taka alongside pinged and incisive plus and otherwise good play styles and roles. And then we went for Millard at left mid because she's got tiki-taka. I don't think the player that I wanted to use, which was Erdegaard, I don't think Erdegaard had tiki-taka. It was quite frustrating, actually. Yeah, he doesn't have it there. So if there's ever an opportunity to put a 5th play style plus on him, it will be tiki-taka from me. So we used Millard in those games, and she did brilliantly. Yeah, she's got great pace. We did speed boost with her a few times. Great stats in general, can still get upgraded. And then I don't think I played many games with this Kaka at all. 46 since we got him, way back midway through last season. Only 46 games is crazy. But we put him up front because he's got tiki-taka. And, man, what a joy to play with. What a joy to play with. So I put all of my midfielders and attackers having tiki-taka or tiki-taka plus because I wanted to pass a lot. And I don't know if Viper showed the match stats that I showed in every game. But in that game where I played the full 90 minutes, I had 220 passes. And it wasn't like I was passing between my back line or anything. I was passing between my midfield and attacks. It was so nice. It was so nice to play with. As for the actual tactics, one thing that I wanted to set up with this team, and the way that I wanted to play with this team, was having the 2 centre mids be attacking playmakers. I wanted them to sit behind the striker, and having the wingers literally play as wingers. Right? I wanted the wide mids to be out wide because then in my head it's like it gives a real kind of a long 5 across the box, which gives me multiple passing options all the time, opposed to having inside forwards congesting that striker spot, or the way people play now with 1 cam congesting that attacking spot, and the 2 CDMs can kind of leaving a gap. Like in my head, I was like, right, if I just have the wingers kind of just being out there for outballs and opportunities, and the midfielders just being there for to play make, to create goals for the attacker, it ended up just being really, really nice. We've then got Berbatov and Holding roaming. There was a reason why I picked him for roaming, is because of when I read it, it said the holding midfielder would move across the width of the pitch to close passing lanes and step up to press attackers. And I really liked that, because when we've got him on defending, the holding midfielder will move slightly higher to offer a passing option, but will otherwise focus on defending. And I thought, I don't want that, and I don't want aggressive intercepting either. The roaming and the cutting passing lanes was so noticeable. I thought I needed 2 CDMs in this game because I'm terrible defensively. And in my mind, I'm like, if I play with a 4-2-1-3, I've got 4 back line and then 2 DMs, that's 6 people back. Perfect. I don't know, and we'll be able to find this out a bit more tomorrow when we play some rivals, but I don't know if actually 2 DMs was hurting me because of how bad I am defensively and how often I pull players out of position, because having 1 DM made it ridiculously easy to defend the balls into the cam and into the striker, because Berbatov was roaming. And when he's roaming and there's only a cam to roam to, I feel like when you've got 2 DMs, maybe they go out towards the wider players, the inside forwards, to defend and leave that space in the middle. Berbatov was just there. The amount of plays he broke up and allowed me to counter-attack was absolutely outstanding. And again, I'll 100% concede the fact that Qualifiers isn't always the greatest example of playing against quality players. But it didn't matter if my opponent was good or not. It mattered whether this team played good or not. And it just played absolutely outstandingly. So to end for today, guys, because it's already getting a bit late for today and I've got some Rivals gameplay that I need to actually get the points in. I think I still need like 9 points or whatever. I've got an 85 by 5 from the objective that we just completed. We've got the daily stuff as well, but we'll get that involved later for tomorrow's video. We're going to complete Vitinha for tomorrow's video as well, because he's got Tiki Taka Plus, so he's going to replace probably Bruno Fernandes. Ooh, footies. He's going to replace probably Bruno Fernandes. Also, whilst I was doing the grind, guys, I want to show you my duplicate storage, but I also want to show you the main players in my club, because I finally hit an elite player. It wasn't a 99, unfortunately, but we finally got an elite player. And I'd like to show you who it was. And if this player has Tiki Taka Plus as well, then even better news, because this player will also go into the team and be part of the journey. So let's go and take a look. We just did a couple of little packs there. But yeah, when I take you to the SBC section, let's just go into here. First of all, let's take a look at the SBC storage. We've got Allison, Fiverr, 2 Foodies, 2 Pichons, Kessler, Barnes, Klaus, Yildiz, Figo, Klaus, Figo, Yildiz, 3 Turams, another Kessler, another Barnes, and another Figo. Shaw, Charlton that we just got, Wilson, Valverde, Kimmich, and all of these icons here. Guys, completing this this new Vitinha SBC is not going to be difficult for me. But in terms of the player that I packed, it was 98 Lauren James. She doesn't have Tiki Taka, hilariously, but 5-star, 5-star, right mid, maxed out pace, near max shooting, great dribbling, good passing, good physicals, brilliant play styles. It's a really, really, really good card. So maybe I'll use her out instead of Cruyff on that right-hand side, and we'll go and get Vitinha as well, because I think he's going to be great for this account. He's got Tiki Plus. Just brilliant, brilliant stats and brilliant stuff. And I think he's going to be another good upgrade to the team. And then it comes down to going into Rivals, playing against some more competitive players compared to Qualifiers anyway, and seeing if I just got really lucky with matchmaking in Qualifiers, or if this formation is the absolute truth for me. With that being said, that is going to be the end of the video for today. Of course, if you enjoyed it, be sure to leave a like, rate, and comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. For now, guys, I'm out. Peace.